What up, everybody? Charlie B back in the building. Welcome to Zaroville. Everybody, welcome. We're going to get into the reaction show today where we're going to sit up here and break down this whole thing on your brother sitting here messing up his crib. I guess what is this? You tore up your crib part 2? You tore up your crib part 2. Let's proceed.
What's going on, AG Farm family? We're back at it again. Get ready to get started back working on our mobile home. And as you can see, things are looking amazing back here.
Okay, Tim, have you ever heard the term looks may be deceiving, brother? You ever heard that? Because I sure have. What about you, Peanut Game?
For real. I can't wait to get started on this side here so we can just see from this perspective. Because I remember we started y'all off showing y'all like Megan standing in front of this part of the mobile home from this angle.
This is not 1992. We're not watching Megan's glam shots like we at the mall. Let's proceed.
It's looking amazing already, as y'all see, with the patio door, temporary steps, and all those type of things. New windows, house wrap, OSB, like it's a solid structure now. And you can just feel it, like really as you're walking through the house, like it just feels like, you know, it's stronger. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, jump back. This brother just lied to you. Think about what he just said. You can feel it in the house when you walk through it. It's like a new structure. Okay, you put the walls up. When are you going to show us where you replaced all the flooring and everything? You went up under there and put new stuff up under there. That's the only way you could tell. Oh, it's stronger now. I could tell when I walk through it. How? Because if your floor squeaked before, I don't care what you put on the outside of them walls, it's going to squeak then. So how can you tell me just by you walking through it? You can tell, oh, it's already stronger. Because we got new door, new windows, new this and that. That doesn't mean anything if you don't put them in right.
And so it feels good to have these walls OSB'd and house wrapped and everything is moisture sealed with good windows that aren't letting air out and bugs in, you know, gnats and all type of stuff like that. We do live on a farm. We have gnats and flies and things like that. But
okay, Tim, that's another reason everybody's looking at you weird. Like, okay, why'd you put that door, that patio door, on the front of your house? When you have feces, what? About 30 feet from your crib, you're going to build out what? You say 14, 16 feet? So that leaves you what? 14, 16 feet from the poop? Y'all know we on a farm. We got flies and everything out here. So them flies is going to land on the manure and everything. And then since y'all going to treat that like extra space, because like you said, jump back, that's going to turn it into a double wide in your mind. Right? So y'all gonna have couches out there, y'all gonna eat out there. After the flies land on all that feces, they're gonna land on your food. And y'all gonna be out there just enjoying it and eating it. And somebody's allegedly gonna get sick. Bing, 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 bing. Think about that. They're gonna eat on a porch, 15 feet where manure is. Those flies ain't not. No flies are gonna come and land on them boys' plates. Yes or no? Wholesale lady.
everything's looking amazing, and we're getting back going today with this process. And really, like we said on the last video, I'm really it's hard for me to talk with these sunglasses on. I need them so I won't squint because the sun is so bright out here. But y'all excuse my squinting, but I want to see y'all, make eye contact. You know what I'm saying?
No, not really. Peanut Gang or Charlie B filling the eyes. I need it in the vault. Look up black eyes and can they get to you through the television like they talking to you through the demonic spirit? Is that why we need to see the eyes allegedly? I don't want to see the eyes. I don't want to see no eyes.
But today, and really for this whole week, because this will make week 2, and today is Friday of week 2, and so Lord willing, because last week we worked through the weekend. Get back, B. Come on.
Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch it? Okay. What did he just say? That was 2 weeks worth of work, right? Now we seen him out there, or how fast he was tearing all that stuff off in one day. Jump back, he told us basically it only took 2 days, right? So where's the lie coming in, y'all? There's a lie somewhere, right? Okay, let me try to tell you if I could think Peanut Game and Charlie B can figure it out. All right, this is where my opinion, the lie comes in at. All right, this is 2 weeks worth of work. jump back. You said it only took you like 2 days to do all this and all that, and y'all was working all night, right? So if that's the case, and you said this, you was chopping them videos up and y'all was wearing the same clothes. That could be the first lie. Number 2, it took them 2 weeks after how fast we seen him ripping that stuff off of there. It was coming off like nothing, right? Okay. Number 2 is the lie that it did take y'all 2 weeks. You worked real slow, and you really didn't want us to see how much it really rained on all that. On all that pink insulation and stuff. You did not want us to see that really got rained on as much as it did, even though you still showed it did rain on it. But you took it back and tried to act like, oh, it wasn't that much, it just sprinkled or something. No. Charlie B got that footage too that you tried to take out of the rain coming down, and you had, 15 feet of inlet with insulation open? Showed it, right? So if it did take you 2 weeks, jump back. Y'all said it almost rained on us every day the first week. You're living in a mold trap, allegedly, if that's the case. Yes or no, Peanut Gang? You like how Charlie B break it down? Please come in here and tell me, does he talk in circles and don't remember his last lie? Next.
I'm gonna keep on recording, and I'm not gonna swat the bee and run from it today. For real. Somebody said it must be the way that I smell, but I do have, I do have different conditioners and things in my beard that I use, cocoa butter and all types of stuff like that. But anyway.
You all in the comments. You caught the comments where somebody said allegedly you look like you stink. But I use cocoa butters and all that. Does that account for when the flies land on you? Next.
Getting off point. Maybe this be a leave me alone so I can record this video. But this is week 2, and last week we worked all the way through the weekend. We didn't even really have a weekend. We worked through Saturday. We took the boys to the circus on Sunday, and like I said, we really didn't have any off days. And like I say, I also edited within those days and all type of things like that. So this week we're trying to let this be the last day that we work this week, so we can take the weekend off.
Tim, do you realize that we could tell we taking the weekend off? You don't realize the way you dropping these videos and everything, we can already see you've been resting. You've been resting, sir. I think I'm losing my voice, y'all. Rock with me. Anyway, you've been resting though, right? Yes or no? Peanut Game, does it look like he been resting with what we seen? It's been covered for about a week now, him showing videos. So what has he been doing? Nothing. Whole show later.
So we're bringing week 2 of exterior renovations to an end, and for this entire week, because last week we worked on tearing things down, putting in windows, doors, all those type of things, house wrapping, getting everything moisture tight. And but this week we've been working on kind of finishing things off. We've been taping off things, putting up porch lights, putting plugs on, wiring things, all those type of things. Just get.
Okay, Tim, thanks for telling everybody that basically it only took you a week to do all that. And thanks for telling everybody that it took you a week to tape around them doors. Sound real country, didn't I? To tape around them doors and them windows. It took you another week. And to clean up the little paper and stuff that was outside. That took a whole week. And you made your subscribers watch that. You got content for days, don't you, bro? You got content for days. Let's go.
But today, we're actually headed to the inside, because the inside of all of these windows, and even this patio door here, needs to be finished off. And I'll take y'all in and let y'all see that as I'm doing it. But we've got the outside done, but based off of, because we added a layer of OSB.
Here's where we start the destruction. Can y'all please listen to this? Let's proceed.
And bigger windows. And so the windows, they sit out a little bit. And so in the inside, there's a piece that needs to be trimmed off. But look at this. It just looks amazing. For real. And that LP Smart siding is going to sit right on top of that perma wrap seam sealing tape. And like I said, it's just going to add an extra layer of sealant. And like I said, right before I put on that that LP smart siding, I'm gonna run a real thick bead of silicone around all these windows and doors and everything, and let that LP smart siding kind of sink into it. And then after,
His brother is going to continue to tell you, I'm going to screw and glue this thing together. Are y'all seeing it? Did y'all catch that? Let me explain to y'all what's happening. Man, I need something. I ain't got nothing around here right now. All right. I'm just going to explain it to y'all because Peanut Game, I'm talking to y'all and y'all ain't done. Okay. Did you see how when those windows went in, he put in, they were the windows that screwed in from the outside all the way around with a lip, right? So what he's explaining to you he's about to do is I'm gonna put a thick bead and glue that wood basically right next up against the window to make sure it don't leak, right? Then he's gonna put some more and some more and some more, and then I'm gonna put this on there, put some more caulk and some more silicone and all. Mistake. It's a mistake. Let me tell you what's gonna happen, Tim. You have them boys out there allegedly, right? Let's just say one day another soccer ball comes to your window and you have to take that window out, right? And you're gluing it to your home, bro. That wood's gonna be cool. Oh, your smart LP siding's gonna be cool if you have to take one of them windows out. And let me just tell you this. You don't glue a home together, bro.
after I get the LP smart siding, I'm gonna run another line of caulk of maybe silicone as well, because all that's gonna be covered with trim. And then after I trim, then I'll do like a paintable caulk, like I said, because that silicone caulk you can't paint on top of it, but it's the best for moisture sealing. But as y'all can see, all the outside is done, but in the inside, as y'all will see once we go in there, the inside actually has like probably about an inch where the OSB and the new windows sit out, and so it's not trimmed out all the way, and it's too big of a line to caulk. But just look at that, man, that looks amazing.
Let me just tell you this. Number one, you did all them with this wrong. Number two, brother, it was too big to caulk, so I don't know what I was doing. Allegedly, because that's when you take more insulation that you had bought brand new and you pack it in the seams. I'm talking about you pack it. I'm talking about you cut it, you take something and you push it in there. You push it. You feel me? Are y'all feeling me? How he's about to show you what he's about to do to these windows inside that house, it's gonna lead to this. In the summertime, it's gonna be hot in there. In the wintertime, it's gonna be cold in there because you're still gonna have air from the outside. If it's below, okay, it snows out there. If it's below 32 degrees, how cold are your walls outside? Around all your windows, you're gonna have an inch gap where you just got some wood up there. And oh, let me forget, you think you just caulking it, it's not gonna have that house cold. The walls are gonna be cold, bruh. Next, ask anybody.
Before we did all that work last week, the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, y'all catch it. He couldn't even remember to cut his own self out by saying, hey, yeah, last week, 2 weeks.
And then this is the after with new windows, new doors. Look at that. I love it. A lot of hard work, but we got it done. But yeah, though, today I'm gonna be going the inside, getting all the inside trim done. I gotta get the trim put down, get it caulked off, and then get it painted. And like I said, I gotta do the same thing around that patio door as well, because y'all know that patio door is brand new. We had to cut out a window.
Allegedly, can we jump back? Didn't he say he found a patio door for a mobile home? He had to drive all the way to Louisiana for it. Wasn't that a used door he copped, y'all? Like from an RV place from once they wreck like mobile homes, or they tear them up and they take parts and stuff off of them. Wasn't that where he was? But now it's a brand new door? If I'm wrong, come in and tell me. I can't remember right now. Whole show alleged.
And install that. But a lot of fun things gonna be going on today. So like I said, we're really trying to finish off this week strong. And it's just amazing what we've been able to do in just 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
No, because in 2 weeks you should have been done.
And y'all know mostly, y'all know Megan, my wife, has been helping me out a little bit here and there. But mostly I've been doing most of this stuff myself, probably 95%, 90 to 95% of the work I've been doing myself. So that's an amazing feat for just one man.
Brother don't care. He do not care. He is not gonna give no credit to nobody. After all that, after all them videos you showed of Megan out there busting butt with you, after all them videos you showed, what was you lying then? Yeah, we've been out here till 10, 12 o'clock at night. But you still want to give yourself 95% of the credit. Megan did, okay, I'm going to tell you this. Just cleaning up your trash you be dropping that you showed the boys doing, that was 5% of it. Right? Yes or no, Peanut Gang? Now, what you going to say? Just because Megan the woman and y'all under this mission thing, oh no, that don't count. She's under me. So I did 95% of the work. We don't agree. We do not agree. You just sat up here and basically said how y'all, for the last 2 weeks, how y'all was out there in the rain, how y'all was up till 12 and 10 o'clock at night, how y'all, the show what, a couple days ago, yes, y'all been sacrifice on us all. Now it ain't really been no sacrifice if you done 95% of it, because where was Megan at all this time? Oh, the whole time you was doing that, she was just in there homeschooling and everything like that. And if you needed her to hand you a bag of nails or something, she would come out and do that. That's how you're downplaying and acting like this went. And we all seen it didn't. Now, Peanut Gang. Does this man respect women? Yes or no? He's not going to give a woman any credit for anything. Nothing. 95. He just admitted that he thinks he did 95% of that work, y'all.
But I give all thanks to Jesus. It's all about God. You know, he's the one that gives me the strength to be able to do it. And he is out here with me. You know, he's the master carpenter. You know, he's the general contractor and I'm his subcontractor. You know what I'm saying? So we'll look at it like that. But with that being said,
did y'all catch that? Because it blew my mind. No jokey joke here. Jesus is the general contractor and I'm the subcontractor. Basically, is he trying to say, jump back to that heaven on earth mess, right? Is he trying to get y'all to believe that he's the second coming or something? After Charlie B say something like that, it makes you think, don't it? He just told you God is a general contractor and he's a subcontractor. We just gonna look at it like that. After y'all done said God chose y'all to build heaven on earth. Is this getting weird? Is this getting weird? Yes or no, Peanut Gang? Yes or no?
And so I'm glad that I'm being the inside today. Like I say, just for a day, just for a stretch. And then next week, we'll be right back to it, like an early Monday morning.
He talks so fast. I know people be like, I ain't catching Charlie B. Did you hear what he just said? Okay, it took us 2 weeks to do this, right? Right? Now what he said, I can't wait to go in the house because there's air conditioning in there and work from in there. But did you hear what he just said? And then next week, so now, after all the breaks we know you've taken, you're going to take another week off. You got that much content. You could just BS your people to get your numbers to keep going up. This is funny. So now, he just admitted allegedly that putting that rap on and everything wore him out so much. It took him 2 weeks to get that, to do all that, which we know it didn't. So, allegedly, we know he's been arrested for what, like 10 days? Bim. Think about it. He just said, I'm going to go in here, work in the AC, and then next week, that's 3 weeks. He needs a whole week off now from putting these windows in. He needs another week.
It started ripping down siding. What I'm gonna probably do is next week work on this end of the house and also the other end of the house, and then the week after that I'll work on the back side. So
okay, jump back and stay here. Since we've already determined that it don't take you that long to tear that stuff off and put it back, here we go again with 2 days of you working and you need another week. Yes or no? Because let's just be honest, y'all. There's one window on each side of that thing. On one side, the window's real small, because I think it's the bathroom window to their bedroom. Now, on the other side, it's the kind of bigger window to the kids' room, but that's all you have. You want us to believe it's going to take you the same amount of time? Jump back, like I said, to do those two small sides that are only 14 feet. If you total that up, that is 28 feet. You just did over 60 feet, allegedly, up front of that thing. And allegedly in a week, you put in 3 windows and that patio door. But now you want everybody to believe it's going to take you another week to put in 2 windows and 28 feet of wood. Next.
Within 2 more weeks, maybe 3, I should have this whole house sheathed, new windows, new doors, house wrapped, and just sealed in tight and ready for LP siding. So,
are y'all catching this? In 2 or 3 weeks, I'll be able to start. I'll be ready to put on smart siding. Is it 2 or is it 3? Well, Charlie D, it depends on what my numbers is doing. If I'm hitting my numbers and my money right, it'll be 2. Do you know how that sounds to your people? I really don't care. Whole show alleged.
Y'all stick around. Let's get some stuff done today. Like I said, a little bit of piddling.
Peanut gang. What's piddling around? What's piddling? I'm not doing nothing, technically. And y'all gonna watch this, and I'm gonna still get my views. And I'm gonna throw in y'all face. I'm piddling. How y'all doing today? This I eat all about game farms, and I'm piddling today. Is that what he just said? I'm sure. I have nothing for you. We just piddling around. Yes or no? His subscribers should be real upset. Why do you tune in and watch a man piddle around? You tell me. Our hate goes back and forth and forth. Tim, can we have a conversation? Listen, you see that big gap around the windowsill, bruh? Yeah, Charlie B, I see it. That's where you should have packed all the insulation. I don't need none because I ain't buying none. I save money over here. That's why we debt free. No, you're not. But we're not going there right now. Now, do you see all this stuff you're putting in here? I know what I'm putting in here. Now, I'm about to show everybody where I could prove to everybody your windows are not level, sir. How you gonna do that? And all I'm doing is nailing this stuff up. The only thing I need is a second before you get to the other side. And right here, why you just making the gap bigger because you put them boards in wrong anyway from the first place. Cut it out. Go ahead, cut it out. Well, bro, don't worry about it if that's not level either. Yeah, I know it ain't. You do too. Now, let's get to the other side of the window, bruh. For what? You ain't gonna be able to tell nothing. Okay, why is the window gapped at the top and perfectly close to the bottom? Because I'll put the window in and I just let the house level it out. That's not how it works, sir. Charlie B, you honestly had a nerve, bruh, to come in here and bust this brother down like that. How you got proof that he ain't leveled them windows, the windows is wrong, and everything like that, and he used the whole house frame to think that the windows was right? Like, that old mobile home, he used Y'all, it's so funny to me that people can mess up their own property like this. I've seen slumlords, I've seen things like that, but they don't do their own homes like this. Now listen, he used a stud in the wall, not knowing if that stud was level or not, just to push them windows up against one side, and he screwed them in. He had no level. Do y'all remember this? He had no level. So to him, just push it to one stud, and that stud's gonna be straight. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. And I'm gonna prove to you this is the solution he came up with. Next.
All right, y'all, I got this first window trimmed off. As you can see, it didn't take long at all. And it was just kind of like I say, the window was sitting out about 1/2 inch, 3/8 of an inch, somewhere in that area. And I just got this piece of trim here, popped it in there. And I didn't cut any angles or anything like that, like I said, because I'm going to caulk it, and that'll hide all that. And then we better put our blinds back up. And so that's the goal, is try to get all these windows trimmed off so we can get our blinds put back up, get the inside of the house back done. We hear you, Benjamin. We hear you, but let me show y'all one of the windows that isn't done so y'all can see that little gap. And all that little gap there, it just comes from putting the OSB on. So that gap literally is just the thickness of the OSB. And like I said, you can see it's going all the way around the window. And we just pop it in a couple pieces of trim there, covered it up, Then we get it caulked. We got to do that window there as well. And then we'll also do the patio door. But it needs a little bit more than just those little pieces of trim. There, it needs everything going around the whole thing because it's a brand new structure. But I'm glad that we didn't have to take down the inside trim because y'all can see how beautiful that still looks. But I might go ahead and touch up that paint on that as well. Like I say, while I made it, like I said, just touch up the paint on the whole window and everything, get everything caulked and all of that. So that's what I'm doing now, and I got that one done. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this couch, and then I get this one done, and then we only got one more. And I'm actually trying to because I can't find my nails for that finishing nailer, and so I got like one roll of nails that I'm working off of. So I'm trying to like get this done with the least amount of nails as possible, and I might regret that later. But let's get this couch moved and get this trim up.
I go to work, baby. I go to work. See, this is the problem. When you try to do something in front of somebody who does this for a living, you can't dispute it, right? See, you're scared of work, Tim. That's why you be sweating. You all, oh yeah, take 2 weeks, take 3 weeks. No, Charlie B ain't scared of no work. I walk right up next to some work, lay down and go to sleep. Not scared of it. Do you hear me? Now let's just break this down to you. He tried his hardest to film that at an angle where you didn't see that side of the window. And if you notice, he's got this big, like he said, inch gap all the way around the window frame, coming all the way down and even up under it, right? But when he pans off to be like, all right, let's move this couch, you can see there is no gap on this side. So what he did was shove that window up against one side. He shoved the windows up against one side of that frame. To him, in his mind, that's level. And then now, he's going to just put that wood up and think that's going to stop all the air. It might stop the air, but it's not going to stop your walls and stuff like that from being cold because your windows are not insulated, sir. Peanut game, I know y'all own homes. I know y'all have property. When they come in and do your windows and stuff, do they put insulation in between your windows if they have to use shims and things like that? If the gap is a little too big for your new windows, do they insulate them windows? Either with insulation or they spray foam it? Yes or no? I do this, bruh. In Peanut Game, no. Please stop. Please stop and telling everybody you about to start building homes and y'all, and that's gonna be y'all legacy. Because with this, nobody's gonna want you to work on nothing, sir. And the reason I'm not giving y'all too much funny is because my daddy taught me this. And this is what I do and I know what I'm doing. So when a brother come in here and be like, oh yeah, y'all, la. No. Please do not listen to this man or you're going to have the same problems he's going to have in a year or two.
Y'all see what size the window was that we took out and how big the patio door is. But this is our big and amazing patio door here that we have in our bedroom. And eventually this patio door will be walking straight out onto our deck covered porch that we're going to build. But you can see as I installed it, I kind of, pre-planned.
Did I tell you? Charlie B on one. Charlie B on one. Did he run that in his house? And he's about to cut it from the inside. If them gutters fail and water start running behind that wall, where's all that water going, y'all? Where's it all going? In his crib. He made it that way. If you make it that way, yeah. You keep on hurting, Megan gonna be crying when all that water come inside and you know you made it that way. That's your fault. Didn't I tell you he was gonna do it? Now, y'all, he's gonna take a knife, cut that plastic to where it's basically just behind. Oh, Tim, I'm not give you a piece. Your finished project around the door wasn't that bad for somebody who really don't know what they doing. Wasn't that bad, bro. I give you a piece for somebody who went on YouTube probably and was like, okay, I'm gonna make this work. I give you credit. I do that. I'm not gonna take nothing away from a man who's doing something for his family, right? But this is the point. I'm about to show y'all where everything is wrong. The door's not level. I'm about to show y'all that. Y'all about to see these little black, like rubber specks at the bottom of the door. He's gonna explain some things to y'all. He's been watching Peanut Game. So he's going to explain the lock we've been talking about. Remember when I jumped in and said, we ain't never seen him lock that door? Because it ain't right yet. Did I say that? Yes or no? We never seen him lock it. Now today he's going to come in here and tell me, yeah, had to get the door locked and everything. Okay. After all that, you're going to see scrapes on the door. You're going to see stuff like where he was trying to bend stuff and make stuff right so it did lock. You could do it that way, but that doesn't mean it's right and that doesn't mean it's level, sir. Right? Then, Charlie B just love to keep going and tell you what's going to happen before. I'm going to prove to you that his door is not level. And I'm not even going to say the word I normally say, because it's what I do. And can't nobody dispute this. After what I say about his door. Let's get it, let's go.
Also, there's a little gap here where the carpet stopped. As you see, it stopped at the baseboard here. But we took the baseboard out and put this patio door in. So now there's a little bit of gap between the carpet and the patio door. And I get some type of little threshold or something like that to fill that in. I'll probably put a board there and level it out. I think I might have another piece of 1x4 and I can rip that down and put that in there and then have a smooth transition going across. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, anybody who does this type of work in their family, just ask them, please. Is that door level? If the main joist, that's what it's sitting on, that door's sitting on the main joist. The main joist to that house, running across the front, right? Is that door level if on this side of the door, you have this much wood? Is that door level if you go over here on this side of the door, it's sitting out this much? What did Tim just say? I'ma rip me a board down. What does rip a board down? He's not going to show you what that means, but I'm going to explain it. That is not level. What he's going to do is take his tape measure, go to this end. It's going to say like 1.5 inches. He's going to go to this end. It's going to say 2 1/4. And then he's going to mark that on this end, that number on this end. He's going to rip it down. So when he throws the board in, to you, it's the same size and it looks like it matches. But no. That's some flip, flam, farm filth when you working. Okay? He put the door in wrong. Once he noticed, like, okay, if this is the main joist at the bottom and I'm off, I gotta go back and take the whole door off and figure this out from... He wants to figure it out from inside. No, that means... Let me just explain to y'all what that means. Remember when I jumped back and I said when he's pulling that metal off and his walls was wiggling? The whole wall was wiggling, right? Y'all seen it. It's on his show and mine, right? So if that whole wall was wiggling and you have like in the front of his house, if you notice, he had like a 4-foot 2x4, like 3 foot, then a piece of board running in between, and then it ran up the wall the rest of the way. That's not one piece. That's not one. Are y'all understand what I'm saying here? That is not one piece of wood in there, like in your home. So I noticed somebody came in the comments and said mobile homes are built and they stabilized and they things like that, just like your home and your house. No, they're not. In your walls, every 16 inches on center, you have a stud that runs from the floor to the ceiling. When he pulled all that off, he clearly showed you that he had a piece of wood at the bottom. Then there was a piece of wood sitting on top of that running all the way across. And then he had like a 6-foot piece of wood running to the ceiling. Anybody thinks that's as strong as a regular home, I'm sorry, but it's not. I work in this field and I know you might not, so I'm just explaining it to you. That's why the wall was wobbling. Because it wasn't one stud. They put it together where it would wiggle while I was going down the road. Now, since we already broke all that down, and I overshot where I was going with the door, but I'm just wanting to prove to everybody this brother's wrong with what he's doing. And please, I said it before, Anybody who come in here and be like, oh, Charlie B, I done learned a lot from Tim. You done learn how to have somebody else come in your home and fix it because you try to do it his way. Next.
Good idea. I just figured that out as I was talking. But yeah, get that trim.
Okay, no jokey joke right here. I just figured that out while I was talking. You don't know your craft, sir. You didn't figure that out while you were talking. You had a thought of what you could do. Then you go back and be like, would that work? Would that work? No, I should take this whole door out and start over. But you are so quick to be like, oh, that's all I gotta do. Not when it comes to somebody's home. I wouldn't do that at anybody else's house. This is the point. When you know your craft and you respect your craft, Tim, you wouldn't do anything to somebody else's home that you wouldn't do to your own. And you're showing everybody you'll just throw stuff together allegedly. Next.
Trimmed out. Get this house wrap cut. Get that trimmed out with a little piece of corner trim, 90-degree angle trim. Screw all this sheetrock into that. And like I said, I might have to up here do a little bit of taping and mudding. But as long as that sheetrock is there, you know, that's you just screw it in and mud it and sand it down and it's good. But this door.
Okay, Tim, you just double down on it, and I love that you let everybody see that plastic is running straight into your home, right? Even though you did it that way, for more protection, you should have took some more insulation, and you should have went next to that plastic, because there's still a gap. There's still a gap. And you should have forced insulation in there for the air, for the wind, for just insulation on your home around the door, because there's going to be air blowing across that door. And if at any time your brutal tape fails, your caulking fails, whatever fails, it's all going to be cold. Facts. Allegedly. Now, I'm going to really break it down to y'all, and y'all going to be like Charlie B on his game. Like, comment, subscribe, because this is a good one today. Okay? We're going to jump ahead to where it's night, and y'all can really see what I'm talking about with this door not being level at all. Top or the sides or the bottom. Nothing's level with this door, and I'm gonna prove it. And I'm gonna start proving it by when he's trying to show you the lock. Peanut gang. Jump back. Remember when I was talking about the lock earlier in this and earlier in past shows, right? Oh, now he's going to talk about the lock. He's going to get into this lock thing. Why? Because you over here watching us.
Here is amazing. Let me just open it. Have a screen door as well. So we've been opening this door in the morning and just getting the sounds of the phone to come in. And we had this nice screen here that keeps all the bugs and the flies and everything, or at least most of them, at least. But it slides smooth. Locks smooth. I was working on that off camera, getting that lock smooth and slide smooth and everything.
Has anybody ever had a screen door that wasn't level? Okay, not screen door, patio door, right? All right, now, what did you just say? Number one, to prove that door is not level. It keeps most of the bugs out. You know why it only keeps most of the bugs out when you got that screen? It's because the door is not level and there's a gap in it on the corner of the edge where the screen just slides, because the screen slides too. Where the screen slides, that's open basically. It has to be perfectly level for when you close that, and the little rubber lip on the side, it has something to connect to. If he's telling you right now he's still getting bugs in his home, that door is not level because that door, that screen on the door is poked out somewhere. It don't stop them all. Why not? Did you see the size of the holes on them screens? He shouldn't have a bug in his home if the door was level. Now, let's go here. Did you hear about how he was talking about the lock, right? Do you see all the scrapes and scratches where he was probably using that pry bar to bend and poke to get that lock to go click, click, click? Does that mean the door is level? No. Because allegedly to get it to stay where you put it, if you half-nassed it, you bent it out till the thing clicked, and then you put some screws in it to make sure it would stay where it was. You basically leveled out the lock, the door jammed, but the whole rest of the door is still screwed. Are y'all feeling me? If y'all go back, y'all can see all the scrapes and stuff by the, yeah, I worked on this off camera. Why? Why? Because that would have proved to everybody with everything you would have had to go through, allegedly, that that door is not level. Okay? Now, Charlie B is about to go back into some more stuff to prove the door is still not level. More and more and more. Let's get it. Let's go, man.
After I paint the windows that I did earlier, and so I did a touch up paint everything, but I want to get a piece of
Did y'all catch it? Did y'all catch it? Anytime somebody comes in and put your sliding glass door in and they trying to show you if it works or not, and when they slide it open all the way, you're going to have a little gap, right? There is no reason why that gap shouldn't be the same size at the bottom it is at the top. Did you see the gap at the top is probably an inch and the gap at the bottom is like half an inch? You're half an inch off, sir. For me. Bam. And I'm not done. Let's proceed.
Trim down here to fill in this little gap because I'm gonna put down the threshold, and as you can see, the gap from the stud that the patio door sitting on kind of comes out a little bit, and then there's this gap here from where the trim.
Okay, proof number 2, that door is not level. You see where he down there in that corner where he's at right now, holding his hand? Why is it like this much wood? Why is it like a quarter of an inch that door's sitting on, right? Let's let him take you back to the other side. See how far apart that is. If that's not a quarter of an inch, the same little piece that's on that corner, in that corner, if that's not the same over there, something's wrong. There's a problem. If that main board in that home is level.
Was in the inside where the carpet didn't go. Like I said, I probably could just patch in another piece of carpet or something like that, but I'm gonna go ahead and put down a board to kind of level it out. So it's
okay, you see where he was trying to show you where he's gonna put the wood? Why from that corner it got wider as it went over? Can you explain that? Door not level, right? Okay, now let's get to some more stuff. Just to prove Tim's point.
Let's call Megan in here. Megan, come on in, look at it. See what you think. Yeah, I told her I had some rigging to do on this threshold. Let's see what she thinks.
Oh, it looks good. It looks good to me. Yeah.
You like it?
I do. It looks good. I mean, it blends in very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
With the door and with the tree.
Yeah.
So it looks good.
Charlie B, I ain't really hear anything messed up in that segment you played. Why the chair spinning, bro? Did you see when she walked in the door, did you see her stomach? I don't care what she had to say. Did you see her stomach, yo? Now, allegedly, is this woman pregnant? Yes or no? Her face is filling out. Allegedly, she just had a hernia surgery. Now, what we all know the size Megan is, allegedly, right? So, is this normal for her and her body? Her stomach is bigger now from when I first started doing this and people were talking about, I think Megan may have a hernia. Her stomach is like 2 or 3 times the size, allegedly, right now. So is she pregnant? Did you see when Tim walked around and it like panned on her belly? She's sticking out. Whoop. Y'all see it? Or y'all gonna be like, nah, Charlie, you tripping. No. No. Y'all see that? I'm sorry, but I made y'all wait. This is funny. Yes or no? Is it funny to the fact that this woman is out there lifting doors on a mobile home? A patio door on a mobile home. And allegedly, her hernia is back, or she hasn't healed ever from it, or there's another baby coming to the farm. Y'all tell me what you think. This is all my opinion. I ain't gonna put it on yet. I'm doing this, so I got. Please, in the comments, tell me what you think. Please. Does this look normal to you as a woman that had hernia surgery, has healed from hernia surgery, and her stomach is twice as big as it was before, allegedly? Does that make any sense? No. Allegedly. Let's go. Whole show.
To me, yeah, definitely. It just sorry.
Yeah, they're cooking.
I was
Taste
getting
it.
some hot peppers.
Oh yeah.
It looks good to me. So
Is it just me, or does she keep making sure her shirt blouses out so it just hangs straight down? Next.
it blends in with everything.
Yeah, that's what I want. I wanted something nice and modest, and it had because the wood part there, or the plastic part, the vinyl part.
Now, before Peanut came, y'all tried to roast him. Those are not bugs in their door frame. No. What that is if you put a door in like that level, it has a rubber lip, right? It has to seal, right? Okay. That door's not in there level, and what that is the rubber lip from the bottom from when he's doing this to the door. It's grabbing something. And it's just peeling them black little shavings off. That's the rubber from your seal on your door, Tim. It's gonna be real cold in that bedroom. And real hot in the summertime, baby. Cause you tearing your seal up because the door is allegedly not level. Did y'all see the little black shavings? That's his rubber seal at the bottom. Or the side when he closes the door because it's too tight, because there's pressure, because it's not level on either. 9 out of 10 is at the bottom because that's where the shavings are. If they were at the top, they'd be kicking out probably into the like a little bit ahead of the carpet, maybe 2-3 inches. Make sense? So we jump back to that. But is Megan pregnant? I don't know. Allegedly, y'all come here and tell me. I'm still on that one. Because that would mean allegedly he did not let her heal before he wanted to do the Humpty Hump. I'm going to just say it like that. Yes or no? Because she's big. And they would have not did hernia surgery if she was pregnant at the time. Yes or no? Or is this woman sick and needs to go back to the hospital? And he broke her down, and allegedly they're just holding on to this, and she's just going to keep her stomach like that, allegedly, till she falls out. Because Tim cannot admit taking back in the hospital with this hernia stuff, because you're going to look real bad. Yes or no, sir? I know you like when I call you sir. I just do it to irritate you. That's all. Do you know how bad you're going to look if you have to admit that Megan just disappears, like Grandma Lily? We're going to know what happened, especially if you don't have another baby on that farm, allegedly. Because Megan looked like she about what, y'all? Y'all come in to tell me. I don't know. But it looks bad. And somebody came in and said, if that's all fluid, that is not good. That means her surgery went wrong, allegedly. I haven't asked Miss B, but from the way this woman was talking, I think she knows what she's talking about. And Megan, you need to go back to the hospital ASAP. Take care of yourself. Don't be like Tim out here not going to get your heart checked and just a simple walk down the road. Yeah, welcome to IG, y'all. We gonna get this. If he don't care about his health, Megan, you need to be there for your boys. Go back to the hospital, baby.
And then maybe tomorrow we'll just have a full day of putting up blinds and
I know you hate that because after all your long hard work today, you want to see some blinds.
Exactly.
I know. But whatever you decide is good.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, y'all, I want y'all to jump back. Anybody that you know that's in this field or line of work, I don't even care if they're a handyman. They wanted y'all to believe that this took all day. Did you see from sun up to sundown? Did you witness this? I seen it, allegedly. I'm just asking you if you did. Now, ask anybody in this field. That was about 2 hours worth of work. If you would have did it right. So just half-nassing it, the way I like to say. Cutting them boards up and stuff like that with them window frames and stuff like that. And putting that wood around there. That was about an hour worth of work. Period. I don't care what nobody say. That was about an hour worth of work. You had to cut a couple boards down. all the window boards, you just squared them off. So that's zip, 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 zip. After you measure, tack, 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 5 minutes per window. Then you had to go in there and do the door. I'm giving you an hour as a grace period, bro. You feel me? So for you to sit up here and act like the sun came up, the sun went down, and Megan to come in there and stroke your ego, and for you to sit there and for her to give you basically kudos, and then for you to tell her, and she's like, but whatever yeah, that's right. You're proving to everybody where she stands and where you stand in that home. You're proving to everybody that you have the majority of what goes on in there, and you prove that she has none or less than none because of this. There are some things I would like in my home that Miss B's like, no, that's ugly. This is her. How can I put this? A woman's home is her home, Tim. A woman decorates her own home. A woman does things to her home. So when a woman comes at you and says, whatever you want to do, and you say, yeah, you know, that's right. That's wrong. That's wrong, bro. Like, come on, let's just be honest. We're weird. We're dudes. We want man stuff. Right? Let's just be honest. Everybody wants a woman touch on their house. If you want a woman's touch on it, right? But I'm sure, let's jump back. Megan didn't want that dorm furniture. But I'm pretty sure that's all you would buy. Okay, now explain to me, let's jump back. Who has the same furniture in their bedroom? They keep their clothes in, that they have in their living room as end tables? I don't know. If y'all think that's and I'm not dragging anybody down, because there might be some people that have to do that because, hey, Charlie B, I just moved out of my crib. I'm just starting, baby. I understand that. Hey, Charlie B, I ain't got much bread. I got to do what I got to do. I understand that. But this is what you buy your wife to put in her home when everybody know you got mad cake. Tim, everybody knows that is past its prime. It's been frozen and it's been separated. Now, you could chunk it around and do what all you want to do, but it'll never be what it's supposed to be, which that's why it has more liquid in it. That's why it looks like you're trying to put icing on a cake. That's not how it's supposed to be. It's past its prime. It should be thrown away. That's why you built that barn and shed. Jump back. When you built that barn and shed and you had Megan drag all that stuff up there, all that sheetrock stuff, all that paint and everything, jump back. I told y'all back then, it gets cold out there and everything. They should just throw all that stuff away because it ain't going to be no good. What are they going to use it on? But you never listen, do you? Anybody will tell y'all that was basically what, in the contracting game, if you open a bucket like that and look at it, you just say it's spoiled. You just say it's spoiled. Next, and you go get some more. Okay, everybody's ever opened up a bucket of that stuff. No, it doesn't look like that. And if anybody wants to know why his looks like that, because there's already water in the product. Once the product spoils and once the product freezes, it adds more water to. He's basically. Have y'all ever just bought some, just to fix a little hole on your wall? Those big buckets look the same way, okay? Does it look like he about to ice a cake? Yes or no? Yes or no? And let me tell you what that's going to lead to, sir. If you just want to keep all this old stuff that's basically rotten, because that's what it is. It rots. Tim, that stuff rots. Eventually, it'll have a green film on it and will start stinking. Ask anybody in the game if Charlie B know what he's talking about right now. It will start stinking like food or anything else if you keep it long enough. And you probably had another summer to go with the heat before that's where you were. Ask anybody, right? Now, with that being said, with all that moisture in it, Charlie B knows game. It comes the way it does when it's fresh, so it don't crack or has least shrinkage. And with the shrinkage leads, when you try to fill something up, it cracks. And jump back. Earlier you said you was gonna tape it. You use no tape. You just want to just chunk that stuff in the hole. With it being in the consistency that it's in, oh, you're gonna have to go over that 2 or 3 times, bro, because it's gonna keep cracking because it's spoiled and it's no good.
So all right, y'all, it's been a full day for me. And like I said, it's 11:24 right now. And like I said, I'm
See over here, that's why I like to tell y'all stuff before, so y'all can be like, wait a minute, Charlie B, he didn't say it take all day. He didn't say he didn't take no breaks. Did he just say, it's been a full day for me? Anybody will tell you that's about 2 hours worth of work to somebody that don't know what they're doing. Next.
probably take about a 10-15 minute break, get some liquids in me, and then go ahead and start editing the video.
See how he wants you to think he does it all. I don't sleep. Right? I gotta edit, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Okay, Tim, you just said we threw 2 to 3 weeks out. You said this is real time, but you have to edit right now. And you want everybody to believe that it took you all day. No, we don't believe that, allegedly. Now, let's jump back, Peanut Gang. Is Charlie B right? And he be all in our comments. He be all, what? Over here every time we drop. That's part of his day. I really believe that, allegedly. I gotta see what this brother just said. You know why? You know why? Didn't Peanut Gang, I love when y'all do this. Didn't y'all come here and be like, a lot of y'all, he's not a pastor. He doesn't even preach. He doesn't even say anything. He has no followers. He has no this. He has no that. Well, today, right now, Tim's gonna send you through like 2 minutes of his preaching. Isn't this funny? He's starting his back up for some reason. Why? Allegedly. But guess what? I'm sorry to say this when it comes to the Lord, but his preaching sucks because he's not a real man of God. He's going to keep bringing up this lion thing when he comes to being, because he wants y'all to believe that means beast mode. And that's what he's going to preach on. So let him go ahead and I guess fulfill your Peanut Gang. Let him fulfill y'all's comments and answer you with, oh, I guess I need to start ending shows with me preaching. What you gonna preach about, Tim? I don't know. Well, Tim, just go off the line thing again and just keep running with that. Charlie B already debunked the line thing. He hit me back with scripture, baby. Like you said, our subscribers, they won't know nothing. They still gonna send that money. So, allegedly, say what you want. I told you that, girl. You finally started listening. Even when I give you a compliment, Tim, you still mad. Allegedly. Y'all tell me what you think. I'm letting roll with this little sermon. Next.
That's gonna go out in the morning at 7 o'clock. But like I said, the Lord gives us supernatural energy, supernatural strength. Like I said, the Holy Spirit is the thing, is the person working inside of us. You know, is God working inside of us, giving us this energy and this strength to be able to go in beast mode.
I'm back. Now, this is the problem we're having here. My brother understands sometimes we don't get along all the time. It's cool. We're brothers. We're going to have disagreements. Now, let's just go what he just said right there. Right? My brother asked me to do this. Right? You know how he feels. If he asks me to come in, it's bad. Okay? All right. Now, Miss B and me are cool. I call her sometime. She calls me. We talk about the book. Charlie B be at work and stuff like that. Works real hard. He doesn't have much time, but we talk. Right? Okay. Now, with that being said,
Rippy maneuvering, bruh.
I'm trying. All right? Now, he's full with the Holy Spirit, right? Do y'all technically knows what that means? My brother has broken it down, but he wants to be funny and things like that. And sometimes I think his funny gets past you with issues that at hand are more important than the ha 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 he does. I sound just like him, don't I? Anyway, now, my whole point is this. My brother's been coming on here saying that everybody on that farm receives him and sees him as God. Okay. We all know he's a Google preacher, per se. That's why I told my brother I would never watch it, right? I'm about to show you something. And when I show you this, everybody should have a full understanding that this man thinks he is the Lord on the earth right now. As my brother would say, technically.
Allegedly, fool.
Allegedly. Right. All right. So technically, as I would say, look at this one. Now right here it says, for the majority of Christians denominations, the Holy Spirit is the third person of the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, and Almighty God. As such as he's personally and also fully God, co-equal and co-eternal with God, the Father and Son of God.
My bad, I don't cut, see what I mean?
Okay, even though we realize he feels like he's a Google preacher allegedly, is that how he really feels about himself? Now, if that's not how he really feels about himself and all of this, he just said he had the Holy Spirit inside of him. Charlie B just broke down what the Holy Spirit was. So does for fact or allegedly, is this what he thinks he is? Is this what Megan thinks he is? Is this why everything is amazing? Because in her eyes, God is giving her everything she needs, no matter if she doesn't have everything she would like to have or want. Does that make sense? Bim, 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 bim. Hey, bro, I think I'm getting there, bro.
Not even close.
You know, to be able to be bold as a lion, you know what I'm saying? Like the Bible says, the wicked flee when no man pursues, but the righteous are as bold as a lion. You know what I'm saying? And the scripture that comes to my mind next is how the enemy tries to counterfeit what God has given to us and what God tries to manufacture or what God tries to establish. Because
jump back, allegedly, is he using scripture now to basically talk about somebody? Yes or no? And Tim, we are not your enemy. We are not Satan. We are none of that. You just make us, the more you talk, I'm pretty sure I could say this for Peanut Gang and Charlie B. You make us feel like public enemy. And I feel like I'm Chuck D, bruh. We gotta fight the powers that be. Fight the power. But you have no power. You have none. You just think you do. We just bringing the truth out. And the truth hurts. Especially when you're a habitual liar, sir. You like when I call you sir, don't you? I'm respecting you, son. Done? God? Shout out to New York, man.
Know that God or Jesus is described as the Lion of the tribe of Judah, and we are bold as a lion. And then the Bible talks about how Satan walks about like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. The word is he's acting like a lion. Like he's not a lion, he's a coward, but he goes about like a roaring lion, you know, seeking whom he may devour. But the righteous are as bold as a lion, and we are bringing life. We're not trying to devour things, but we're trying to build things up. It's like even if we had to tear things down, just like we had to tear down the outside of this mobile home, and we had to tear out that wall and put a big hole in the wall, but it's like we are coming back with something better. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I let him talk. To prove to you he doesn't know anything he's talking about. And to prove to you he changes the Bible around to make it fit him. Tim, let me break down to you why that sermon you just gave everybody was trash. You can't bring life into something that doesn't have a soul. You can't bring life into something that doesn't have a heartbeat. You can't bring life into something that doesn't have what you treat the worst on the planet, a mother, which is a woman. Can't bring life without that, sir. But the woman in your life, you treat like what? All the women. Where's your mama? Charlie be love y'all. Mouth y'all be easy. Hope I did my show today for y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back.